So sorry to Team France if you managed to lose this one.
Well, right now we're 40 seconds to start. We've got the overlay working early in the game so that you can follow along. This is going to be not the most decisive necessarily, but we're waiting to see definitely who is going to win the J70 event. Which of these two countries is going to sail fastest in their J70? The team race boat we all know and we all love or hate. Love or hate the J70? Let us know. Is that a French boat over the line? Pepito. It's very close, but he
that was a good
away.
start.
Yeah. Crazy good start there. A lot of penalties avoided, especially.
That was...
Yeah, it looked like Peter was going to get a pen at one point, didn't it?
That was Farley's.
Maybe that was...
To me, from the angle we were looking at, it was Farley's boat that seemed to be slightly over the line.
Yeah, no, sorry. That was a sear. Looked like he was going to sail up. Or get a pen from Farley, but he managed to get below.
Now Asiri managing to put the pen on Deja Vu and cover him immediately afterward in his wind shadow. That was an impressive little move there. And forcing Deja Vu to tack away to get some fresh air. Right now, Speedy from Great Britain is #1. Interesting. So the British team brought in ACF and Speedy, and the French team brought in Gadek to complete the 4-man team. Ooh, here Tanguy managing to tack right on Speedy's nose. Speedy is completely stuck here. He's cornered by both French boats, Asir and Pepito. And Gadek also,
I like how this is just two 2v2 races on the water. So you got the left group and you got the right group almost at the ley line right now. The left group is going for that wind shift and probably the lift and that heavy wind pressure. The right hand is probably just betting on the wind that's going to come in from the mark there.
Stable enough. Will the two groups meet? That's what I'm interested to see. It looks right now like...
Looks like no one is going to manage to get away, really.
Very close, yeah. Very compact.
Yeah, we're not hoping to see any player disconnect. Let's hope to see this race finish off. But we've seen most of the races go to the end. It's been pretty rare. There have been a couple so far in the event. Alright, we're coming up on the first mark here. It's still pretty tight. The French boats are under ley line for the most part. The British boats seem to be making the mark. So the French boats are going to have to tack again twice, slowing them down. But currently they've got Pepito, who's going to do his job and mark trap. Gadek also, will he set up the mark trap? No. Gadek is going to cover ACF. Doesn't want to let the one British boat get away.
Racing. Pepito taking that kite early, racing far ahead to the second mark.
Yeah,
getting in position for the mark trap.
But it's chaos at the second mark. I can't tell you right now what's going on.
ACF had the right of way and puts 2 penalties on the French team. Farley picks up a penalty from the French team. And now the British team pretty much caught up and managed to put 2 of the French boats in the back of the fleet on this first downwind.
Yeah, but those 2 first spots are very, very costly. If they lose them, they need to put a boat. They would be much more comfortable having at least 1 boat in the first top 2. Deja Vu doing his part here very aggressively on the downwind. Putting down penalties left and right. Avoiding Tanguy, while Gadek and Pepito both pick up penalties. Ooh, French team now is going to lose precious ground right before the end of the downwind. Let's see which marks the teams choose. Mostly going right. Oh, they split.
Good moves from Team Great Britain on this downwind.
Speedy coming back right here in first position. And
yeah, a few spots ahead.
Will he manage to get away? That's what everyone's asking right now. Or will these French boats manage to catch up? They seem to be sailing into more
They just
pressure.
need to hold on to 2 boats. That's pretty much all. I think. As it is now. The team with the bottom 2 will lose.
Yeah, quick mental math tells me right now that Team Great Britain has it.
Yeah, so tiebreaker is at 18 points, 17 points to win. For those joining us in the chat for the first time, you add up your position and the team with the fewest points wins. Right now, if you have 17, you win. Great Britain is in a comfortable spot right now, but they don't have the distance. We're looking at roughly 30 meters, and that will be some fight on the downwind.
Well, now they've got 1, 2, and 3. That was just impressive on the upwind. We didn't see a major shift, and the wind pressure was pretty stable everywhere, but the British boats now have the top 3 positions and are securing a comfortable lead as we approach the second downwind and the end of the race. Here, Asere coming back much later. He's not going to be able to catch up to Farley or to ACF. And Speedy over here, way over ley line, will make the mark easily.
Easily. That is the
well,
word.
they're not getting, yeah, they're not in too much trouble. The French boats are going to come in behind. And it's all going to come down to the second downwind leg. We can see Speedy is extending off and will probably go get that first place and that 1 point. Here we go. Farley setting up a mark trap here. Risky tactic by Farley. Could have thought he was going to race ahead, but since he knew the French boats were closing down on him, he preferred to let his team take 1 and 2. Smart, good team play by the team captain.
But they've really got to start slowing him down now. They don't want to get too close to the finish line. Looks like
Farley in between.
Pepito is not gonna make it.
I'm always so amazed at how this guy gets away with sandwich plays, just knocks penalty off everybody.
Carlos coming in with the God tier tip in the chat. If you've got 3 boats in the top 5, you know you won. That's a good one.
Cube saying less handy though.
And you have to count to 4. It's more.
Oh, that's pretty tough. Yeah.
All right, Pepito closing in on Farley. Will he manage to slow down? I think not. By those 150 meters to the finish line.
Mike is doing a good job in just slowing down the other 2 boats in the back.
Farley picking up the pen here from Pepito.
Will that be enough?
Our screen is glitching a little bit. It lets Asere sneak into 3rd position. And looks like Farley finished 5th.
Now I have to do math.
Now it's math. Now it's going to be... Sorry there for a second. We had to get that out of the way.
5 plus 7.
16 points.
Drive us all crazy.
16, and that is a win for Great
We
Britain.
got Cube calling it for Great Britain.
So the commentator's curse did work.
I want to say he's right, but I'm not too sure right now. I'm trying to do a quick Nah, it looks to me like Great Britain with 1 and 2 probably win this one. What is Lucas putting in the chat? Does he know something we don't?
No, I gotta spend some of my channel points. I got 530 left.
Oh.
We need to start putting in more stuff for the audience, for the viewers to play around with. Arthur will be working on that pretty soon.
Do you have any sub emojis?
Nope.
Sub emojis. We have been working on those. We have them on the Discord, which isn't very active, but we have special emojis on the Discord. I probably just have to import them onto here, so you guys can enjoy some fun
Because
stuff.
I have enough points to unlock a random sub emoji.
Keep the points aside for now. We might have like a betting system afterwards that we've been looking into, so those points will be redeemed in time.
Yeah, I saw that on some Counter-Strike tournaments.
Yeah, there's a few channels who got those add-ons working. So we're looking at what can be included into this game. More to come. To keep those points for now, if you want, use them if you want. Who am I to judge?
And without any further wait, we're already in race number 6. We've got 3 points to Great Britain, 2 points to France, but it's far from over. This is the laser race, and we know both teams excel in this class, so let's just sit back and see if Great Britain manages to take this match point, or will it go down to the 7th race? Tiebreaker.
Lovely laser.
We're going to get on the line, try to get the best angle to see the boats on the start. 8 seconds to go.
Pretty square line.
ACF with a really great start here, but he's putting his teammate into bad air. And a unfortunate Donnie Gillies picks up a penalty right on the start and is now in Tanguy's bad air.
Really hard to tell. It seems they're going for the left-hand side with less wind pressure. They might see something in the wind. Yeah, there's wind far above that might come from that mark up there.
Deja Vu attacking perfectly in sync with Asera here, so he was just waiting for Asera to tack off, and he was able to completely predict when his French counterpart would do so and not get in the risk of crossing into him. And all the boats now heading over to the right side.
Where the wind blows.
Le Mernois here tacking over into a starboard tack, but he's going to stay covered by Donnie Gillies. Deja Vu currently in the lead.
Complicated for both Donnie and La Mer Noire to find the correct spot there. They're always going to be in wind shadow, so probably going to go a little bit further to get some good air.
Ooh, here Asera not tacking fast enough ahead of WH GBR. And another French boat, Gadek, picking up a penalty from ACF. But the French team also has 2 boats in the lead right now. Carlos, do you have a quick way to know if somebody's winning in a 5v5?
I have the chart. Copy image. I'll just here. So 5 versus 5. 1, 2, 3 is good, but isn't? I think 1, 2, 3 is good in all.
Show you with a photo.
Yeah, I should have the scorecard memorized. I realized that if we want to do more team racing, I should know this scorecard off of the tip of my fingers. Deja vu here, aggressively defending his team's position, putting a pen on Pepito, and then trying to put another pen on Tanguy. Tanguy still picking up the pen, but this time from WHGBR. I think 1, 2, 3, 4 in a 5v5 puts your team in the lead. That is currently what Great Britain has. Pepito not managing to catch Donny Gillies, and now they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they can manage to put all their boats in the line. No, that is Tanguy managing to come in 4th, followed by La Mer Noire in 6th.
Solid positioning for only the first upwind. We are now on the first downwind, and these British boats are launched.
So far, Great Britain is pulling off a small miracle in putting this French team in danger. They did not lose a single regatta of the entire first phase. The French team, I mean. So you can imagine right now, the pressure is on them to try to take this in the 6th race. To not have to go play the tiebreaker in the 7th. And right now with 1, 2, and 3, it's going to be very interesting to see what the French boats are able to do on the next upwind leg. First of all, taking the mark correctly. We saw Pepito hitting the mark completely, but that must have been a glitch on our side. Doesn't seem to have picked up a penalty.
Looks like a solid lead for the British at this point.
So is Bradley going to switch sides?
What side is Bradley on now, huh?
Bradley Adams, tell us who are you supporting now?
Yeah, GBR are Nations Cup champs. I actually think it's the same team members, if I'm not wrong.
It does look, yeah.
Maybe they have a few more on the team, or maybe a sub or two, but it should be the team who also won the Nations Cup.
I know it's Donny Gillies here aggressively putting a pen onto Le Mer Noire. I don't remember if Farley was so present during the Nations Cup on the British side. We all know Farley has had a great season so far, and when I say a season, it's really been,
half a year.
Not yet a year that he's come out onto the eSailing scene and playing very, very well. So much can be said about so many other great eSailers right now on the scene. So it's not.
He's just been putting like a lot of hours into the game, and I think he's just proven that how much that actually helps.
Yeah, though, Danelaw, thanks for chiming in on the chat. You confirmed what I thought, that Farley was not part of the Nations Cup team for Great Britain. Not yet.
Was Danelaw part of the team?
Danelaw was, but I think he wasn't he on part of Team Switzerland, or was he representing Team Great Britain? I think he was over on Team Great Britain.
I don't know, he changes flag every race.
It's the beauty of living in an international world, or at least for those of us who used to be able to live in an international world. Here we can see Donny Gillies just making sure he can slow down the French boats. We were watching the end of the race here because it was a fun move to watch what he was doing there, but right now that is Great Britain coming in. Deja Vu first. Yes, ACF and WHGBR, followed closely by 3 French boats. And
France tried hard to come back here, but it was a really good situation for Great Britain at that first upwind.
That was a very impressive regatta so far. Just to say that this French team that we thought were invincible, and a lot of people did going into this regatta, I gotta say, I thought that they had this in the... I didn't want to jinx it, but I guess it doesn't matter if I say it or not. I still always bring bad luck to the team I want to see win. They are now going to face off in the 7th race for 4 points, for glory. It is a win for Great Britain tonight, and they will be moving on to the semifinal against either Netherlands or Spain. Let's go check out really quickly if we can tell you guys how that regatta is coming along before we set up the 49er. So in the other quarterfinal of tonight, Netherlands versus Spain, Netherlands currently has 3 points. Spain has 2 points. It is currently playing out on the laser as well. So this regatta is almost a mirror image of what's going on the other quarterfinals. Impressive. We'll have to go back and try to catch some of the images in the replay of what was happening over there.
Probably some good racing, knowing the teams, both Spain 3 and Netherlands are some really, really strong eSailors.
Yeah, but Netherlands usually a little bit more dominating. I know Spain 3 is an excellent team, but they seem to be a little bit in trouble here. If we can bring you the results updated, it was Netherlands in the 6v6, Spain in the match race, Netherlands in the offshore race, and Netherlands again in the F50. And it was a draw in the J70, 18-18. Netherlands won on the ranking. They did not have last place. Spain had last place. So it is a very close regatta over there as well tonight. And I'm wondering if, well, we know who's won here between Great Britain and France. I don't want to seem rude by any means. These guys are all amazing eSailors. They put on a great show tonight. But let's see if I can bring you the laser race really quickly between... yeah, let's go check this out really quickly. As we wait, and we won't be missing much. This is the laser race of Netherlands versus Spain, the other quarterfinal of the evening, and right now Netherlands is leading 3-2 on that board. We're not going to be able to bring up an overlay, but it's still very spread out. Are you guys managing to follow along on your end? Sorry, I didn't tell my. I didn't really warn you guys.
Hasn't started.
I was going over to that race.
We had some supporters for the Dutch team in the chat, and I know some supporters for the Spanish team as well.
GG2, Great Britain for their win. Yeah, good to remind us of the results. And, this race has just started. We're on the first upwind here. Spain in the green sails and Netherlands in the black sails. We're watching Eduardo from the CNS team right now. And we watched also Luiso the other day on a eSailing Champions League representing the CNS. I want to mention this because it's just a shout out to a new streamer, a new channel, and yet another one that is streaming eSailing from Virtual Regatta over on Twitch. It's Carlos Parejo, who started. He was restreaming the CNS matches of the eSailing Champions League. So you should definitely go check out his channel.
C Parejo 6 is his channel.
You can go check out his channel, subscribe to that, and that way you can follow the CNS team. He will be streaming CNS races during the eSailing Champions League, and there's going to be a lot of races. What a channel,
back to
exactly.
The GBR versus UK, GBR versus France. The race is 15 seconds to start.
We're really interested in what's going to happen between Netherlands and Spain right now. I think we're going to stick with this one at least. But it's cool, yeah. Good. We should also keep an eye on what's going on in France versus Great Britain. I wouldn't be surprised to see France win the 49er event.
Who are we cheering for in this one?
Sorry?
Are we cheering for anyone in this race?
In this one, I think I'm cheering for the best team.
No commentator curse this time, huh?
Ooh, here's a a Spanish boat picking up a penalty on the mark. It was Henry, one of the younger e-skippers. That's not great. It's gonna hit it, scoot ahead, and extend really into a very comfortable first position. Vip here, not so fortunate, has a Spanish boat on his tail. And the rest of the Spanish Armada is chasing after Hit It right now, trying to secure good position for their team. They know that they have to win this race in order to stay alive in the eSailing Nations League. So they've got some fans. At least they've got some fans in the audience tonight. Sorry for the quick change of schedule, everyone, but I'm sure you'll understand why it was important. We wanted to bring you guys all of the action. We will be bringing you all of the action as we go into the semifinals. You'll be able to watch both semifinals on the channel this week.
Yeah,
Hit It is going. You can see that in the chat. Hit It is
going for the win.
Going gone.
For the race win.
But it is currently Spain who has this. To my calculations, they have 3 in the top 5. Is that what we were saying? Or 4 in the top 5?
3 on mine.
3 in the top 5 is a win.
Depends if they can just put some more wind shot on Robert. Then they should have 4.
Yep. Let's see if they hear you. We know Carlos is in the is in the chat. He may be passing along your tips. This is super close over here between Hit It and Henry. Henry managing to catch up with Hit It very well. Oh, now both boats are under ley line. Going to... Hit It is not trying to pass the mark. He's trying to slow down the Spanish boats here. Will he be able to set a mark trap? He's doing 8 on the water right now. Setting up the trap, but not managing to hold it long enough. He wasn't in a good position anymore. Had to let it go. And now 4 Spanish boats in the top 5.
That was unlucky from Hida. Going for the pen, but then hitting the mark as well.
Eduardo did put up a quick mark trap here. Edu getting in fifth position, but not managing to catch up enough on Hit It and picking up a penalty on them. And that was Vip.
The laser's a bit funny. The hitbox, well, the hitbox isn't really working that well at the moment.
Quick mental math tells us that Spain is still in the fight, still going for this win tonight. They want to go into the semifinals against Great Britain. Now this is interesting. We know that the team that wins this regatta will face off against Great Britain in the semifinals. I would say that the Spanish, like the Dutch, probably don't have much to fear. But if the Brits were able to topple the French team, that means they have pretty much any team at their within their reach. That looks like a 3-3 people. We are going into a tiebreaker on the Spain 3 versus Netherlands quarterfinal. In case you're just joining us, we saw the first 6 races of France versus Great Britain. France lost to Great Britain 2-4. And we will give you really quickly the final results of that regatta in a second as they finish up the 49er race.
They are in 49er. I'm watching the race as we speak, and France has a very solid lead here. They are 1, 2, 3, 4 at the second upwind, really covering that head of the fleet. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can call it. France is definitely going to win this last race in 49er. What a great race from both teams.
So there you have it. Final score tonight: France versus Great Britain. That is 3-4 in favor of Great Britain. France must be really wondering, was it a coaching decision? Were they not in their right element tonight? I haven't been able to watch enough of their races during this event to tell you guys, but they were unbeaten so far. That's all I can say. And sad to see them go, but also really happy to see Great Britain having such a good run in this event. So congratulations to them. GG to them. Right now, it is the last race tiebreaker between Spain 3 and the Netherlands. 3-3 on both sides. Thank you guys for joining us. This is going to be the last race of the evening, unfortunately. Has to be. There won't be any more Nations League afterwards, but if you guys want to do more eSailing, I would recommend checking out TRL, checking out all the new servers that have been created recently. Hey, real quick, Lucas, can you give us some info about all the new leagues that have been created recently and that you can join and race on if you're an eSailer?
Oh, yeah, well, actually, they are all just rebranded leagues, really.
Yeah, but what a rebranding. All of these colors, the new logos, they look great, by the way.
Yeah, well, we've always had Team Race League, and I had eSailing League as well for some time, and then Asir asked if we should join forces and try create some more competitive events, like you see with the World Series,
Yeah, and there was a fusion between Apache Racing and the eSailing Shack, and also part of, I guess, TRL. Let me just go back to see exactly who made up this event, which created Fleet Race League that we've been happy to see arrive because we are big Fleet Race League fans. Match Race League also rebranded recently with Stale Ranks, but now part of the big TRL family. And yeah, playtrl.com, or is it playtrl.org?
.com.
Playtrl.com if you guys want to join more and get in on the amateur circuit. I call it the amateur circuit in comparison to the not official world sailing circuit, but it's far from amateur. It's the very best sailors in the, the world.
You'll be surprised.
But it's also open to everyone. That's what's really cool. I was doing a little bit of TRL this week. I'd never really raced very well, and I ended up in a server with Chico, for example, one of the very best
yeah, that's the point.
Game.
The more people that join, the easier it will be for us to create the leagues, so people play against people on their own level.
Of course,
and I was get their ass kicked every time.
I don't think he was too happy to have a complete noob on his team, but you learn. That's how you learn, from playing with the best and watching the best. So that's what we're doing tonight in this 6v6 race, 49er, starting in just a second. Lobby is almost full. And it's the 7th race of this regatta, last race of the evening. Thank you guys for joining us and for staying with us all through the stream. I see the numbers as we go on in the stream, and they just keep on staying really high. So that means that people aren't just dropping in and then popping back out. They are hanging in with us, and that's really cool. Helps the channel. Also helps the channel if you can subscribe. We got a lot of new subscribers this week, so shout out to them. We're followed by eSailing Champions League now, so that always feels pretty cool. Trying to help out the community with big channels helping out smaller channels is always cool.
So I just see Stipe Coach is asking if we can show more of the back of the fleet and not only the first positions.
If you ask, we shall deliver. Yep, that's good feedback. Good feedback. We're all ears. Yeah, didn't see that message, but...
No, that was on Discord.
On Discord.
Not in the Twitch chat.
All right, that's why we didn't get the memo. Yeah, you can send us directly a message if you'd like to see something in particular. It's always it's always complicated to place the camera on the screen. That's our Steven Siegel, your host. Who's driving the helicopter at the same time, trying to
got
reposition between both.
That's it. I've got a 7-person team. 2 of them are following around in the offboard dinghies. There's 3 people in the helicopter. What more do you want from us? I mean, we've got the resources. We're here to help you guys, but you need to let us know what we can do.
I'm pretty sure they have a pilot at the America's Cup flying the helicopter.
But the America's Cup only has one. We have 2 helicopters on inshore streams for the eSailing Nations League. Generally, we only have one, but we decided to take the second one out just for extra shots.
Yeah, of course. Looks like they've finally started.
Yep, we are in the last race, and I guess they were letting the suspense build up. I hope everything's going well in the race committee. There's no last-minute contest. Of course, there's a last-minute glitch. We were a second too early. We are streaming Spain versus Netherlands. That's exactly what we're doing. We're just waiting for the race to start. And unfortunately, we glitched in. But one time we should try doing that. Bringing you guys the race from the water. We leave the boat on the water, and I just try to follow them along. I can understand that people are nervous in the chat because this is going to be the tiebreaker. Currently, both teams have 3-3. And super exciting regatta. Glad we were able to catch the end of it with you guys. And 49 right now. Let's see how it goes. 14 seconds to start. One Dutch boat over line. I don't know who that is. And what they're going to be planning. And as per the request of our Croatian viewers, we will try to focus a little bit more
only film the back of the fleet.
That's what we're going to try to do right now. Edu picking up a penalty as he tacked over. Not great on timing, and I hope he doesn't pick up another one here. Oh no, he picks up another penalty.
It was only just a 1 second penalty.
It was a millisecond move there. Wasn't much he could do. Right now, though, Spain is in the lead with Luiso. Bart Lambrecht's in second, Henry in third. It's pretty hard to say right now who is leading. It's pretty even.
Going for that heavy wind pressure on the right-hand side of the course, which I believe is going to benefit to the benefit of Team Netherlands. That's a tricky one. On the comeback, they'll be in a slight lift.
What are the winning combinations for this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a winning combination, I know.
So anybody gonna try 6 versus 6? Just go for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just want to see this cross here between Resonance and Terry. How's it gonna go? Resonance tacking, but I think he tacked a little bit or too early, in my opinion. No, apparently he's getting lifted, so it's gonna be okay. Here, Vip putting a penalty on Lete and pushing the Spanish boats into, I was going to say 9, 10, 11, 12, but now Valfort is in 10th. Oh gosh, the suspense is killing us here.
Parejo is very nervous. Apparently.
I'm biting through my fingernails. I'm pulling at the hairs on my arm, waiting to see who comes out on this one. We know that the winner of this regatta will move on to the semifinals against Great Britain.
Pretty good for the Dutch team here. But careful for those 2 Spanish boats right behind the first 3 spots.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. We're going to watch it from behind here just to see how the Spanish boats are faring in comparison to the Dutch boats. Oof, that was a law 1, 2, 3 managing to cross in front of his teammates. Now, here we go. Spanish boats chasing after Valfort, going to try to push him back. Lull is going to extend and try to stay on the other boat's tail, but the Dutch are defending. Left buoy is a little bit
They're
favored.
going for Bart, trying to get back in the race here. They've got some work to do, I think.
Yeah.
The Spanish guys.
But right now they are coming back pretty strong. Like we saw, Bart picking up a penalty, falling into 10th position, and right now Lull is still trying to see. We can get a good angle here that will show you everything. All of the top 3 Dutch boats heading off to the right side of the water, so can't really show you that from a good angle.
I see what they're going for. That little wind pressure is coming in from the left-hand side of the course. They're hoping that will help them catch up with that top 3, which is on the right-hand side.
If they were able to push Valford down into 10th position, wouldn't Spain be able to theoretically win it?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. It doesn't look like you win with 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12.
All right, so we're gonna move all the way back here, if the game will let us, to see what's going on around 7th, 8th position right here.
Spanish Armada has a good control over Bart Lambrix here.
It was Henry here picking up the penalty. We're sorry. The game just won't let me move back the camera without having half of the image blocked by the leaderboard. It's just very annoying.
Oh, because you're in the helicopter.
The
Press C again. Press C. That should switch you.
Maybe we do need a pilot for the chopper next time. I don't know.
We are recruiting a pilot for the chopper.
Okay, that's 2 Dutch boats picking up a penalty here on the first mark.
That's good for the Spanish team. Maybe they just need to get away from last place. And then...
one of the Spanish
Mark
boats
trap?
is trying a mark trap. Henry couldn't stop himself.
Parejo will probably die of a heart attack if he does any more of that.
Lambrix hits the mark there. That's unfortunate and can't cover Lede now. Lede is going on whip at the back of the fleet, trying to get that 11th to 10th position for his team. I'm going to take out my calculator right now.
Ooh, we just saw Valford avoid narrowly a pen here. That would have put him in a very tough position to come back. But right now the shift is not helping him make the make the finish line. We're sorry, and he's fighting off against Luiso, who has managed to get right in front of his bow. Not enough to make ley line though.
Have to do something. They're slowly behind.
That is Valford in 5.
Looks like they're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 5.
We're getting a nice little sound bite
That
from the game.
should be enough to seal the race, I think.
Alright, so that was a tough one.
1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 11. And now Bradley's suddenly Dutch.
Yep. That is, if I'm not mistaken, 36 points. 36 points is a win for the Netherlands team. They're the tiebreak.
Alright. 4-3 for Netherlands. Are we sure about this? I'm gonna go check the official results and bring those to you on your screen in a second. Flipping our overlay back from France, Great Britain to Netherlands, Spain. We were able to catch both regattas tonight. Hats off to the race committees of both races and to the racers, of course, but race committees put on a very smooth show again tonight for us. Nope, we still don't have the latest updated results up on the screen yet, but we're pretty sure it's 4-3. I'm 100% sure the final score is 4-3. We do numbers good, and generally I can tell you that the score is going to be 4-3. We're just waiting for the latest update right now.
Oh, that was yet another great evening of eSailing for this eSailing Nations League event. Yeah, thanks a lot, chat, for joining us.
Is it over already?
Watch these races.
It's only 10:30 over here. We've done this. We were able to catch both of these regattas in an hour and a half. Awesome, but almost a little short. Feels like
we haven't even racing at all.
Still want some? Go on TRL. That's where the fun is.
Hey, maybe we could test if there's any other channels streaming. We could raid. We could go raid them as well. See if there are any other events racing after tonight. In any case,
streaming.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
jump to Alberto's stream.
let's do that. Let's do that. I'm just waiting really quick to see if I can bring you guys the very last results as before we log off and send everyone to go raid Alberto's channel. Here we go. I have the final score of the 49er event. 32-42 for Netherlands. That is the score. That means Netherlands takes that 4th point. And GG to them. Very well played by Spain 3. Great to see this go into tiebreaker. And very, very good to see all the great sportsmanship in the chat as well, coming from both sides. Except for Bradley Adams, who's just, flipping over and never being able to choose a side until he knows who's already won. But besides that, everyone else seems to be really enjoying the sportsmanship on the side of the athletes in this event. So great job, you guys. And I want to thank my 2 co-hosts also for joining me, Arthur in San Francisco and Lucas in Denmark. Guys,
Lucas, good
Yeah,
evening.
no problem. Always a pleasure being with you guys on stream.
I hope we can do this again very soon.
Yeah.
And 4-3 final score. We will see in the semifinals next week, this week coming up. If you stay with us on the channel, subscribe if you want to get the notifications. It will be first semifinal, Italy versus Spain. That is Spain 1, I believe. And in the second semifinal, we will see Great Britain face off against the Netherlands. That will be rumble in the northern seas. Very interesting. 2 Mediterranean teams, 2 Northern European teams, and a lot of fun coming up this week. 2 streams. Be sure to tune in and don't miss out. I will get the Twitch console set up in a second, and we'll go see what Alberto Carraro is up to tonight. Just bear with us a second, and yeah, be sure to stay with us for the next upcoming chat. Just hoping to see if I can find how I can get this going. We don't raid channels nearly enough.
Do you want me to launch it?
What do we spam in the chat?
Just type /raid at.
I thought you had to do it. I'm over here doing it on this on the channel. I've got it. We're doing it. We're going to see Alberto. Thanks for joining us, and have a great evening, everybody. Awesome, guys.
Oh, what
19
an evening.
people.
What an evening.
19 people rating.
He had 1 viewer. When I saw his channel, I was like, he has 1 viewer. Come on, we gotta go help this out.
Mine is 2. Inshore is rating with. When is the raid starting?
It should click OK or start raid or something like that.
Are we not on it yet?